Hi guys, so I wanted to do a reading on what's going on in August in the Mueller investigation overall. So it's like I know I did the readings using some cards just now, okay, but I feel like I want to get an overview. I have some questions, okay. So the question is, and I think it has to be week by week, okay. So the questions are, what's going on? Let's say the first week, how Mueller feels, and I actually changed the order here. So what is his goal this week? How close he is to his bigger goal, like his main goal. Okay, close, I guess, finishing off. What news comes out about the investigation? What becomes public this week? Who is affected by it? By the investigation this week, I think who, and then if there's any indictments and of whom. Okay, so that's it. Now let me get started. Okay, so Mueller investigation week 1 of August. So let's just say August 1st to 7th, right? It's just the first week. I'm not going to look into the calendar, right? It's just first week of August. First, starting with Mueller, how he feels, how close he is to his goal. Okay, so I'm going to go close my eyes here. So first question. So first day of August, what's going on? Mueller, how does he feel? I feel like he feels that he's 75% done. I wish the number was higher, but I feel like that's the number I get here. And he's kind of, there's some entanglements here and there, like stuff he was unexpected. Okay, so give me an idea of where he is in terms of the full map, or where he wants to go. He's showing he wants to take them all down. He's got all the indictments have been written up. Everything is showing that he has all the indictments ready to go regardless, and that they are modified as everything is organized together. So they are prepared so that if something happens, there's already everything in place. Okay, there's already enough evidence, but I think from his perspective, he wants to nail everything perfectly. So he feels that he's 75% done, but he has enough to get shit done, okay? All right, so what is his goal for the first week of August? What does he want to accomplish by the end of that week? Like if I can see it on the screen, what is on the agenda for the week? Oh, it's showing Don Jr., guys. It's like he wants to prove how Don Jr. is involved in the meeting, the Russia meeting. He wants to get Don Jr., okay? And it's showing that on the first plane is Don Jr. and then Ivanka and Eric in the background. But I think he feels that he's done with that. And the New York investigations are going really well. He knows that these are not as dangerous, right? Because Trump can't pardon the kids there and stuff. So the Trump org is done. The charity stuff is done. And it shows him actually maybe he meets with Barbara Underwood, right? Who is the person who took Schneiderman's job, about their, what is it? Right, the stuff that connects. Okay, oh, and he's looking at the tapes. He's looking at the Michael Cohen tapes. Oh, and he feels that he's doing, there's a lot in those tapes that he can find more. It opened a whole other avenue of things for him, okay? People to investigate. Because like I said, guys, it's showing here that he sees this from his perspective is like ridding America of this disgusting cancer of treason. He's so disgusted, guys, by this. He wasn't expecting to find this, right? But he found it, and now he feels it's his life mission. Okay, this is really what he was born to do. On top of, he's done a lot of very significant things in his life, but he knows that this is it, okay? That his time is short. He doesn't have a lot of time on this earth, but, right? I think I feel like he's got, I don't want to say this, but I feel like he has 12 more years left. But anyway, so I just feel like he is very extremely focused, and Okay, so let me go back here. So this week, Don Jr. Okay. Yeah, it's showing me here that he wants to take down Don Jr. You know, he wants to be done with this meeting once for all. You know, the meeting in the sense of the whole Trump Tower thing, but he feels that he still is going to indict some people related to this meeting, but not him directly, because I think he feels that he needs to get the people. It's like I said before, the strategy is going outward, inward. So he needs to get the people around. Oh, it's showing me, guys, now. Roger Stone comes into place. The Michael put it Roger Stone. And that's it, because he nails the WikiLeaks connection and negotiating with Julian Assange stuff. He feels that it would shake Trump majorly if he gets Don Jr. But like I said, he wants to tighten up the whole crime situation with WikiLeaks and so he gets, I think, what's likely to roll out by the end of the first week, any indictments. Okay. What is gonna? I understand these are the quotes, but when it will there be by the end of that week? Will there be news? Will there be indictments? Who is affected? His big goal is really to roll down. It's showing him with a tractor rolling down, rolling into Don Jr., but it's not yet. I think it's Roger Stone and those people. Okay, the internet. It's now the people that connect. It's showing me, guys. So first week is going to be Roger Stone and then the propaganda people. Okay, because I feel like he wants to make the case of the connection between the Russian intelligence, that the Russian intelligence creates propaganda, it spreads through Roger Stone, and through Roger Stone it gets the propaganda people. Okay, so it's going to be the smaller people, okay, that are going to go down after Roger Stone. It's going to be the propaganda, like it's showing me Daily Caller and all those people. By the way, guys, Daily Caller, Tucker Carlson, I have to do him because he owns, doesn't he own Daily Caller? It's showing me Daily Caller. So all those it's kind of a big deal. I think, yeah, it's showing that the second week of August is going to be a big deal because it's going to create the whole media thing, right? It's going to show how the Russians spread the propaganda through these things. It's going to be a big shock in the mainstream, right? Because it's going to show. I think we kind of know this already, right? But for a lot of people, they are aware that what we today call conservatives are essentially people pushing Russian propaganda. They're not really conservatives; they're just extremists fed by the Russians. Okay, so it shows, guys, towards the end of the second week is going to be huge, big shake. It's going to be the real earthquake because I think people now everybody's expecting him to be indicted, right? It's almost like the old news, Roger Stone, right? So next is these people, is the bigger media, these blogs and so forth is going to be. But it's interesting because he thinks this is very important to prove his thesis, and he knows, again, he's getting outward and eventually he's going to get the Republicans. So, but I think, guys, first this. Okay, so first week, the news, okay, like I said, the news is Don Jr., but then first getting, and then, so now let's go to second week. What's going on second week? I understand you already told me about the propaganda people. So what is the consequence of indicting Roger Stone, those people? Closing in on all the people who are recipients of propaganda. This is, like I said, there's a real sense of desperation in that world, okay, the far right Russia-fed world here in the U.S., right? Although it's showing me Laura Ingraham, all these people are very shaken up. They're going to be very shaken up with this, so. Okay, so that's that. So when will Mueller drop the hammer on the meeting of the Russians and stuff? Don Jr. It's showing, guys, that I feel like the thing. Okay, this is I got a sense that. So the order is going to be the people, right? The Roger Stone and people close to him, and then the propaganda people. And then it's going to be, I feel like, and I've said this before, the time when the big stuff comes out, okay? And it's going to be the family and I think the Joe P somewhat close together. I think it's going to, okay, what was it? I don't know if it's August 23rd, something like that. I've said, oh, it's now coming back to me. I remember how I said it was going to be right before, regardless of whether they have the time off or not, the week before school starts, right? So August 23rd, something like that. That's when they indict the Republicans and the children of Trump, okay? And I think Don Jr. goes then. And then what about Jared? When is Jared gonna go down? What is the relationship? Because I feel like Jared is a whole other ball game, because I think he's involved with the whole thing. Is more serious than, I guess, because I feel like he's done this stuff. He's still in the government, and this is what I think is. Why did I think that there was some? Because I returned to the vision I had of Ivanka, the stuff coming out, okay, and that's why she got rid of her stuff. There's stuff coming out. What is it about? New York, okay. Well, there's going to be, okay, I feel like, okay, I get it. So her stuff is going to be handled through New York. I feel like, okay, now I'm getting him, Barbara Underwood. They're saying that they're going to handle the children in New York. Okay, because they're like, he's not going to be able to pardon them. So I think Jared's stuff is not going to come through Washington. It's going to come through New York first. Okay, well, why? Maybe something, and I'm okay. Yeah, it's weird, guys, because I'm getting this thing about Jared. Okay, the Jared is like this it's like he's a real traitor. We know that. They all are traitors, but Jared really stole secrets and sold them. So I just feel like there's a special category for him, and I don't know. I feel like his is the last thing, okay? Jared. Yeah. So anyway, I just feel like, okay, what is, by the end of August, what would be the verdict? Everybody but three left. Who are the three? President, Jared, and Ivanka. Okay. Oh, because there's going to be unveiling of investigations there's a lot of investigations into the Kushners already, I think. But we're going to find out more. But I think the main thing that Mueller, they're going to be left for the last thing. Interesting. So, wow. Okay, now I'm asking myself, okay, so at which point on these indictments does Trump decide to resign, which is what I have seen, okay? At which point does he decide to resign? I feel like it's interesting because it showed me here that he's not going to resign. His resignation is going to come out as when three things are revealed, right? The finances, the truth about how much money he really has. Two, the stuff related to the children. And I think here the children in the sense that the pregnancies or abortion, something like that, or stuff like that, okay? And then the third thing is the sex stuff, okay? So I think when the truth about who he really is comes out, that's when I think he's gonna want to, because it's showing here that the reason why he resigns, of course, is falling apart. I think is because of the shame that he has when the truth about him comes out. Okay, so he's not gonna be able to be in the public eye at that moment, and he's gonna want to resign for that reason. Okay, and I think I've said before too that there's this issue of the military as well. But I think it's showing that I think Mueller knows this thing about the shame in a way or another, and I don't know that I don't know that Mueller has much to do with the revelation of this stuff. And on top of that, there's the military. So I feel like, guys, it's kind of like a situation. I know some people are like, oh, it's a woman or whatever. No, it's not one thing. I think it's a combination of things being completely unsustainable for him. He really can't, to the point where he can't bear it anymore. Okay, so it's like I said, it's all of the revelations plus the stuff that he wants the military to do. And it's like, it really is. Because before I thought, oh, the military intercepts all of it. Yes, it does. But I think Trump will let go of this only when he knows it's not gonna it's too embarrassing for him. Okay, and I think, like I said, he doesn't really care. This is why in a way he's dangerous in terms of the kids. He doesn't really care about his kids, honestly. Okay, all he cares about is his image. So if he commits a crime, as long as he can find somebody to be the scapegoat, he'd be okay with that. But if he's revealed for who he is, that's the real problem, okay? So that's that. But like I said, Mueller, by the time all of this comes out, I think a lot of indictments will have been issued to those media outlets, like the propaganda. I think it's done on purpose as an effort to disarm and to show, like I said, to cut Trump off in many ways so that he doesn't have a lying platform anymore. So very interesting. Guys, I feel like it's going to be intense. August, very, very, very intense. Probably one of the most intense months ever. So like I said, I still haven't done the meditation, but we have to like breathe in and out every day, I think, and just pray for light and truth to be exposed always, and not be scared. Okay. So that's that. Okay. All right. Bye.